Alright folks, Stephen here again. Just thought I'd do a review, one roughly over what people have asked us to do. Got a few requests. First up is battery life. So I'll just turn my Adam on. It actually lets me. Oh. It takes a little while to power up. Now bear in mind this was used most of last night when I was at work for playing music, and compared to such likes as Dell's Streak, the volume is absolutely brilliant. The Streak, I'm lucky if I can hear it when I'm working over all the noising that we have at work, whereas the Adam was quite easy to hear. As you can see, I've not got the stock launcher. I'm using Zeem. I got a bit sick of Eden. As you can see there, it's been discharging since before then. It just doesn't think it has. And the battery is currently at 37%. But that was playing music for about 6 hours. I'll get rid of that. I'll just put the screen, I don't know how well this will work. I'll put the screen into Pixel QI mode, which is basically off. Don't know how well it's actually visible. There we go. I'll put it in the sunlight. You can see the screen there is basically black and white. It's got some colour, but nothing. Not half as much as if I had the screen on. But the battery life is supposedly a lot better when it's like that. I haven't tested fully what sort of battery life it gets in that mode. Turn the screen back on. See, I've got a few things dotting around. I've got Google Market on here. It's one of my own modified ROMs again. I don't use the standard one. The new Quick Office. Just rotate it back around again. Which of course is, everybody knows, is available for the Dell Streak as well. It does do messages, text messaging. Doesn't as yet do phone calls as far as we're aware. I have had the call screen come up when somebody tried to phone me, but it crashed as soon as I answered. So I'm not entirely sure if that's because it doesn't support it, or if it's just something in the application that's been unusually dodgy. See the screen on this, I haven't got any screen protector on, and you can see, especially if I put it into QI mode again, you'll be able to see it easier. The amount of fingerprints on that screen is quite ridiculous. The whole thing collects fingerprints. It isn't a major problem because you can easily clean them off. Also, I'm going to put a game I never ever play. I've only put it on because people have asked. I'm only going to put it on because people have asked to see it and see how it plays it. I've never played it before, so I don't want Google Maps. We'll have a look, see if it actually loads this time. I know the last time I was in here it didn't load. I'll just turn on my GPS. The device has got an inbuilt GPS, which which is something you don't see in many of the tablets, like proper native tablets. The device I'm using here is a Pixel Qi Wi-Fi 3G edition, but I haven't got a SIM card plugged in. But you can see quite happily there, within a couple of seconds it's picked up where I live and the GPS signal. I'm not entirely sure if it supports the required multi-touch. One moment, I'll come back in there. If I just search for, I'll get rid of the taskbar. This is also something you can actually hide on these devices. You can hide the taskbars. The notification bar down to a little icon in this top corner. It usually just shows the battery. If I search for Birmingham, which I know is actually somewhere where it's useful. It does have the rotation. If I scroll in a bit further. So that's all the pinch to zoom. It's a 10-inch capacitive screen, for anybody who doesn't know. Full specs of the device, the NVIDIA Tegra 2. You can see it's rotating quite happily. So it's the NVIDIA Tegra 2. It's got internal 3G, a 10-inch capacitive screen with either LCD or Pixel Qi, which is... The Pixel Qi's viewing angles are apparently atrocious, and they actually are. I will agree, their pixel viewing angles are absolutely chronic. I'm trying to keep that there. It seems to be pretty okay from top. Viewing angle's fairly good. Viewing angle that way, you can't actually read much. Once you get past a certain angle, it just goes all white. But from this way, it's again, it's readable as long as you don't go too far. The bottom goes negative more than anything else. And the other way, I've done the side, but same principle. Ports we've got on the left hand side, you've got the speaker, you've got your volume controls, your first USB port, and your mini USB to connect via USB to a computer. On the bottom, we've got a microphone, a reset button. You don't see them on Android devices very often. You've got your SIM card slot and your micro SD slot. The device has 8 GB of internal memory, but it also has a micro SD slot, and it also has full USB host functionality. So you can actually plug an external hard drive in and use it. Power socket, you've got a couple of lights to show what it's doing. Headphones, hardware back button, another USB port, HDMI full size, unlike Dell, who obsessed with doing special cables and dock shaft use, the power switch, and the other speaker. On the front, we've got the camera, which of course rotates full 180 degrees. You've got your light sensor, which helps control the screen brightness. On this side, we've got the search button, or if you long press it, it's the Pixel QI function, which basically turns the screen modes over. You've got the home button, or panel selection button. I'll show you that in a moment. I'll go back into Eden and show you what that does. We've got the menu button, and you've got another back button, which is a capacitive one. That's about it on the entire device for buttons and controls. I'll just unlock it again. Open it back up. This will be getting honeycomb as soon as we get source for it, and you will have to excuse the really dodgy camera work. I'm using a Desire HD to record this, since I can't find the charge for my camera, so I don't have a tripod for it. If I just go in and reset the home screen.